Hi guys, welcome back, aldisacademy.net once again. We're coming towards the end of our mode SpeakerCraft training. So in this video, we're mainly going to look at, once everything's set up, how to set it up so that you can use party mode and what's known as whole house mode. So this is fairly straightforward, but the concept that we're trying to achieve here is so that when a keypad enters the system into party mode, it becomes the master keypad, and instead of specifically controlling one zone, it's controlling the entire property or all the zones together, and it's able to control the volume. When you switch a source in one zone, the entire house will switch source with it. So if you imagine you have a party and you wish to make sure, just quickly set up the entire house to be exactly the same, you can enter into party mode, thus negating the need to enter into all the individual zones and use the keypad to set them all to the same zone and the same volume. So first of all, before we get into how we program this, let's just quickly take the time to familiarize ourselves with how exactly the end user would achieve this once it is programmed. So this is obviously the scroll wheel which they use to make their selection on the actual keypad's face. So they'll scroll up to go upwards and down to go downwards, but then when they make their selection, ordinarily they perform a short click on this little clickable area above the scroll wheel. Now, if they highlight a source and press and hold, this will enter the system into party mode. Party mode will then distribute that source across the entire house. So let's have a look at how this is done, and the fact that there's one or two different options when you go into party mode. You may have seen it in one of the previous videos as I went in to show you the speaker muting relay. I didn't show you at the time because I knew I'd be coming back to it, but here we have also the whole house party mode options. In order to get here, I clicked on the zone and then whole house /mute. So currently for zone 1, when we select a source in party mode, so we do a long press on a source, the zone initiates party mode in zone 1. So say this was the kitchen and I did a long press on a source, whatever we're listening to in the kitchen will now be audible in every room. If I deselected this functionality would no longer be present on the keypad in the kitchen, which means the keypad in the kitchen could not put the entire house into party mode. Say for instance I had a guest bedroom and some guests had gone to bed, the party had worn them out. You might not want for them to be woken up when you select party mode from the kitchen, in which case you might select this zone ignores other zone initiations, so that this zone will never go into party mode. Alternatively, this could be a kid's bedroom and you don't wish for your kids to mess around with the keypad and put the entire house onto party mode. So you might not want the kids to be able to put anything into party mode, so you would have it disabled, and you'd also probably in that example have it so that it ignores the initiation made by other zones. Fairly straightforward video, but I hope you understand how to initiate and ignore the initiation for party mode and how to actually get into party mode. Just before ending, I just want to point out that in a opposite fashion to party mode, you might decide to shut down the entire house in a quick go, or shut down every zone. It could be in a commercial application. So in order to do a similar thing where instead of putting the entire house or commercial property onto the same source, we could press and hold the power button, which actually has a default programming applied that when you press and hold, the entire system will shut down. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please catch us on the next one. I'll speak to you then.